Well, we are just weeks away from college graduation season when an estimated this year 1.7 million graduates hope to enter the workforce. So what are their prospects and in which areas in the economy? Here to help us with that is Karen Russo, the president of Russo Consulting. Good having you back on the show.
Thank you.
So what are the prospects for these 1.7 million college students coming out into the workforce?
It's a little rough, but I think there are opportunities for people. I think you have to maybe look at opportunities that are not in your major, but things that you like to do.
Well, you bring up a very good point. My understanding is this is for people who are looking for a job who have been in the workforce for a while, but for college grads, flexibility is really going to be your best friend when it comes to your job search.
I would agree.
So does that mean flexibility in terms of where you work, like location? If you find a job that seems to jive with what you've studied and it's in Iowa, you take it? If it starts at 2 o'clock in the morning, you take it?
I would. I think if you're going to relocate, why not do it when you're younger versus when you have a family and you have no choice, or your choices become more limited. So I do think that relocation is a great idea. 2 in the morning or shift hours. I think if it's something that you like to do and it will sustain you and make you happy and provide you with income, I think that's a good thing because the market is very tough right now for college grads.
What about those college students that say, hey, listen, between myself and my parents, we had to spend $200,000 to get this diploma, and I'm going to wait for the job that really is the job that I want. What would you say to that student?
Well, they'll be more dead the longer they wait.
Yeah.
I think that they should, attack the problem now. I do think that when the market resumes, that when there are people who have maybe steered themselves slightly off course from their major or from what their actual goals were for their degree, that they would, that companies will recognize that because the economy has been so tough and allow them the opportunity. Because I think being engaged and being committed and working is really what's key.
And they kind of have to come up with a personal sales pitch, don't they? In terms of, this is what my resume looks like and this is why I took this job, don't they?
I think you have to have a story. I think having a story is important, and I think sometimes other people who are working live in a vacuum. They don't understand what is happening to the individuals who are trying to find a job. So you have to have a story. You have to be able to say, I had $70,000 worth of debt after college and with my MBA, and I needed to take some work.
Now let's talk about the areas of growth and areas that students should consider targeting. What are they?
The largest area still seems to be the healthcare industry. So healthcare management, caseworkers, home care people, nurses and aides, those are like the jobs for people that want to fix people. And so if you like to fix people, maybe some other jobs that are also hot are translators in Spanish. There's also marriage and family counseling.
Which kind of surprised me, but I guess considering the stresses in the environment right now, makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of stress in family households when you've got 2 generations, 3 generations of people trying to survive in a poor economy. And then for like the left-brainer people, the people that love numbers and crunching, financial analysts, insurance analysts, actuaries, very big area, always has been, and it's a really good area to be in if you can handle the number crunching piece. Healthcare technology is also really big, and IT technology. And then for people that love collaborating with other people, there's civil engineering and urban planners. That's going to be big with the changes that are occurring within all of these small cities and that need renovation. Also digital data and mobile media people, e-learning people, social media people, Google Analytic people. That's a very hot area, and that remains hot. So, I think the 2 outstanding areas are healthcare and then the digital arena, mobile media arena. Those are very big areas. And then all of those other things are also thrown in there. Another area was curators, and I thought that would be a super interesting career for
curators, like a museum curator.
That's what my research told
me. All right, but that was really
interesting.
Skills, like for example, if you were a history major, you think, well, then I'm going to teach or go to law school. But no, a curator is another possibility for you.
Yeah, it's interesting because some of the careers that are out there right now are more geared towards the social aspect of people, helping other people, like healthcare healthcare case management people. It's an interesting shift that we're starting to see. Geriatric healthcare management is also very big.
Oh, with we aging baby boomers, it's going to be in big demand.
Yeah.
What piece of advice do you give kids now who are getting ready to, they've ordered the cap and gown and they still don't have a job? Single best piece of advice for them?
Get a job. Make it, be very targeted. Have a list. If you want to work for a specific type of company, know what they do, know how you add value to that organization so that you can pitch yourself to them. Have a strategic resume that outlines accomplishments for you, that you can create that story and that conversation with those people. And then make sure you have at least 2 interviews a week.
All right. Karen, always good having you on the show.
Thanks.
Good luck to the class of 2012, and we'll be back with more 12 on the Money.